Hi Aquarius, this is going to be your reading for the month of June. Please keep in mind that these readings are general, so all of the information that I give will not apply to you. Roles can also be reversed, so please keep in mind that the scenarios that I give examples of, they can play out in many different ways in many different aspects of your life. Also, the roles can be acted out by you or they can be acted out by someone else around you. This is intended for a romantic love relationship, but this may play out in other areas of your life, such as family, friends, and or coworkers. Okay, so basically, kind of what I'm getting in this reading is that I feel that a lot of you are getting to this point in your relationship, whether you're single, committed, or whatever, loosely dealing with people. I feel like you're getting to the space where you're starting to want to assert dominance, like put your foot down in situations. I feel that you guys are kind of fed up when it comes to your relationships. And it's not that you don't want to be with this person. If some of you are committed, I feel as though that a lot of you are just fed up with like the circumstances. A lot of you may be feeling like you're being taken for granted in some of your relationships, or just if you're single, you feel you're being taken for granted when it comes to dating. Maybe people aren't really trying to get to know you, so it's a little frustrating. You may be feeling like people only want to know what you can do for them and not really try to get to know you personally, right? Which is something similar to Aries. You could be dealing with the Aries, even though I don't see that here. Mostly what I'm getting is Pisces, Libra, Leo, Aquarius. So you may be dealing with another Aquarius, and Cancer. Or you may have those signs in your chart. I definitely feel like you're being taken for granted. Or this is you not really taking relationship seriously right now. I feel like you're being a bit fickle too. Maybe you're not sure about what type of person you want to date or who you want to date, or you're not sure about the person you are pursuing or is pursuing you. So I feel as though you are definitely in this space where you're rethinking dating or rethinking being with somebody, or just want someone to kind of see you for you and nothing more, okay? Or nothing less. Because I definitely feel like a lot of you, which Aquarius, I feel like they want a friendship-based relationship. They don't just want any relationship. In order for them to feel emotions, they have to build a connection first. A deeper connection, not just a surface level connection. Just like they want a more deeper level connection. They also are the type of people that are, or for cross watchers who are listening to Aquarius, but Aquarius is also the type of people that aren't the type to do the norm. Like they like to think outside of the box. They like to go against the social norm. They don't like to do things the common way. They also don't like to be told what to do. They don't like being forced into certain things. So if you're a cross watcher and you're watching Aquarius videos, you might need to understand that Aquariuses are different than probably what you're used to, and they take a lot of patience, and they need a little bit more than just, they just need a little bit more when it comes to dealing with them. On the other hand, Aquarius, if you're the one that are dealing with somebody else, you could be also dealing with another Aquarius. But if you're dealing with anybody else, it doesn't have to be an Aquarius. I feel like you are being very fickle about the type of relationship that you want. I feel like you're definitely being more assertive in the sense of you just want to put your foot down and you want what you want, and you're not trying to let anybody deter you away from that. But I also have the feeling that you also, if you're in a relationship, you also feel like you're being taken for granted, and it's like you're on the verge of just feeling like, okay, if once I'm gone, and that's it, and then you're gonna basically feel my absence. Basically, it's kind of what it's like if you take me for granted now, I'm trying to fight for you, I'm trying to do for you, I'm trying to wait on you, I'm trying to do this for you, but once I'm gone, like, you're gonna feel it. You can also be dealing with the Gemini, because I feel like Gemini had a similar reading. But yeah, I feel like a lot of you are being very patient when it comes to this connection, especially for the ones of you who are in committed relationships. I feel like a lot of you are being very patient. You're trying to be fair. You're trying to be logical about it. And I feel like that's good, but at the same time, I do see where you're becoming very fed up and you're losing your patience. A lot of you are feeling stuck, and one thing, if I know anything about Aquarius, is that is probably not the best place for Aquarius to be. They do not like feeling stuck in a situation. That is when they will kind of shut down, and then they will turn into like complete, like, you will not want to be around them because they're just annoyed all the time. I think I'm just kind of getting it from like Aquarius, like a crosswatcher's perspective mostly. I feel like more so just me pointing out that it needs to be known, or something needs to be known, that you are kind of like at your limit and you're ready to move on. I do see where you may have children with this person. I don't know why I'm hearing like loyalty or like proving loyalty. I think you need to let that type of mindset go, because your expectations might be a little too high for them. And it's not that they don't want to be with you. I think it's more so that you are making them choose like between two difficult things. And it's like you're not even really being upfront about it. Is more so it's kind of like a test. Like, if one thing I know about Aquarius is that y'all really love to test people. Like, it's like you love pushing people away to try to draw them closer, but it's not really going to work out for you. Like I said, Aries had this similar situation. It's not really going to work out for you the way that you want it to. The best thing for you to do is just express yourself, or to just let it go. Like I said, children can be an issue in the situation, but I'm seeing where you have to let that go and just move on from it, or move on from the situation. Just cut the cord on this. If this is your situation, if you're like married or something and you're an Aquarius, I feel as though that this is just saying that you have to let go of control issues in general, especially with how you run your household, your marriage, and how you do that. Like, knowing the difference between being assertive and being dominant, or overly dominant. You don't want to start pushing people away because you just can't let go of this grip, or you're just like forcing your will on everyone, right? Especially if it has something to do with children. Like I said, this can play off in family as well. I feel like your children are kind of pushing away from you or drawing back from you because you are a little too forceful in your views, and you're opposing your views on them a lot, and it's making them feel a bit overwhelmed. Also, it could be that you're a little overprotective over your children, and that is, like I said, you might want to loosen your grip. So yeah, and like I said, some of you may just not be feeling appreciated. Maybe I feel like you have maybe helped this person. Like I said, this could be a friend as well, where you've helped a person, or you helped someone out in a situation, and you helped your significant other achieve something, or you've created this sense of stability around this person, and you don't feel like they appreciate it. Again, you might want to try to let go of control issues and just let the relationship be what it is, without it feeling like you are holding things over them, because they will eventually resent you for that. And if you don't let that go, if you don't let go everything that you do for them, or you think you do for them, if you don't let that go, you're going to end up resenting them for no reason. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not important to you, but when it comes down to it, what's important is that you two care about each other, and things are going the way they need to, versus you just feel like you're not getting back what you put out. And even though that is very important, but at the same time, you might want to try to realize what your partner's love language is, to see how they give and receive love and what matters to them. Like I said, this in Gemini, giving and receiving love, and it really plays out to what matters to them. So if what you do for them does not matter to them, then basically you just put in all that effort for nothing, because they won't appreciate it, because you know why? That's not what they care about. Like, if you are the type to give gifts, if you buying them stuff and all that stuff, yeah, you know, they might like it, but they probably won't do it in return, because that's not their love language. They don't give gifts. They rather wash the dishes for you, fold clothes. They rather clean the house. They rather help you raise the kids. They rather do something like that. So it's really about finding out what type of love languages you have, or vice versa. Like I said, this could be someone doing this to you, and this is just what needs to be implemented. Like if vice versa, if you feel like this person is kind of holding things over your head and they feel like you could do more and stuff like that, basically putting their expectations onto you or their standards or living by their standards, and this is a chance for you to kind of implement, like, look, this is not my type of, this is not how I envision my life. This is how I do things. This is how I receive love. Like, I don't care about this. I don't care about that. This is what I need from you. Like, I need affection. I need words of affirmation. I need, whatever you think you may need or whatever you feel you may need versus what you're getting. Right. So this is kind of like just saying that you need to really sit down and sit with yourself and really analyze this relationship and say, okay, what is it that I need from this person? Really? Like, what do I really value in relationships? What do I really want in this relationship? And then you go to that person and you say, listen, I understand your frustration, but this is what matters to me, not what you're doing. It's not that I don't appreciate it. I do. Like, if that's your love language, I want you to keep doing that because that's what makes you feel appreciated. But this is not for me. Or this is not how I give that. But at the same time, you also have to come to a compromise. So if they give gifts, most of the time it's because they like gifts. So, and this is just an example, but so you want to every once in a while give them a gift because that's how they feel appreciated. Or vice versa. So it really depends on what side of the spectrum you're on. I'm definitely getting that a lot of you may be feeling bored in the relationship or the connection. Because you just don't feel fulfilled and it's just not fulfilling you. Because they're not giving what they're supposed to be giving and you're frustrated. A lot of you just may feel like you just want to hear them say that they love you, they want to be with you. A lot of you just want to hear them come out their mouths and say, this is what I want from you, which is kind of out of Aquarius's character, but but I feel like a lot of you just want to know that this person is loyal to you and this person trusts you and you trust them. And, basically you want to know that this person is there for you the way that you're there for them. So that's where your frustration with this connection lies. So I feel like a lot of you have a chance to turn this relationship around if you truly want to. But that's really up to you. For my singles, is mostly just saying that you have to kind of take a step back with my singles. If you're dating, I feel like a lot of you are bored with the dating life. Maybe you don't feel like people are up to par when it comes to dating. You're not really too intrigued. You're not too happy with your options is what I'm kind of seeing. So you're just, at this point, I think this is just saying that you need to kind of analyze the type of person that you want and what type of expectations you need to let go of to kind of move towards the person that you want to move towards, right? So I feel as though for my singles, don't have all these high expectations. Don't be so closed off if you want to date, and just kind of maybe lower your barriers a little bit. Don't be so closed off and just try to get to know people as you like to do, and be yourself, take your time, but you don't have to be so assertive to the point where you're not giving anyone a chance. And for the ones that are loosely dealing with people, yeah, it's probably time to let those options go, let that go, because I do feel like you're kind of feeling like you're running out of, I don't know why I want to say time, and then a part of me wants to say options. I want to say running out of time because I feel like they are the ones that's kind of getting fed up with your indecisiveness. The ones that are loosely dealing with people, because I feel like you're dealing with more than one person, and they one of them or both of them might be getting to the point where they're kind of fed up with waiting around on you, and you're just taking your time trying to figure things out, and you're going to be missing out. Like I said, that somebody feels like they've been taken for granted, and they're getting to the point where they're ready to move on and leave you behind, and that's just going to be it for you. So really take the time to be decisive. make a choice, because if not, you're going to be left without any choice. Yeah. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Hopefully this helps, and I'll see you next time.